vibe on that. KB came back and was like, nice. Pop's like, hey, gave us the wave. What did Abdullah say? He says, sub chat. Okay, sub chat. Thanks for stopping by. If you are new, then he goes on to say, and if you owe, thanks for still rocking with Deuce and Skelly. Appreciate that, Dab. Exactly, sir. Appreciate that. And past her, she says, thank you. Thank you.
All right, so I found it.
Internet Sophie, when was that created? Is that one of your relatively new tracks, or is that something that you
Well,
had in the holster?
so I spent a couple of months. I mean, during the pandemic, I started writing. It's always the pandemic now, right? Like it always starts with during the pandemic.
I had
But yeah,
time to think.
yeah, I had time to really reflect, and I started writing music, and I wanted some positivity. I actually had just written a song under St. Victoria called Depressed at the Beach. And I was like, what am I doing? I was like, I need to like lighten it up. Like Internet Sophie has to be like a whole new person. And so I wanted to write something that was a bop, you know. I wanted to play this on a yacht. I wanted to play it at like a nice dinner, at a nice like I was just like imagining the places that I listen to music, and that's what I wrote the vibe for, essentially. Right. So I wrote it like in 2020, and then we put it out last April. So it's been almost a year.
So I want to point. I want to point this out, though. Yeah, to put this in perspective, because we were talking about this before we went live. Internet Sophie is the new alter ego, I guess you could say, kind of like
the new project. Honestly, yeah. I changed my mind. I evolved a lot since. Right. I mean, I've been in this industry writing music and making songs since like 2012, officially and seriously since 2012.
But you mentioned the name. You mentioned the name earlier of who you was, and they don't know that. They don't know that. So
that's right. We were talking about it backstage. So to explain a little bit, I used to be, before Internet Sophie, I was St. Victoria. And I had started, I think I had mentioned this, that I started like building up my channel, making a bunch of covers. I really wanted to pay my dues and kind of understand how to edit videos, how to record myself on a DAW, how to mix and master my songs, like do all of these things. And once I paid my dues, once I actually understood everything that I was doing, and I felt that I couldn't get like conned by people online or at studios or what, like I felt like I had control over my sound, that's when I was like, I'm ready to start developing myself as an artist and focusing on the creative aspect of my artistry. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in development. I'm writing a bunch of songs. I'm trying to find exactly what my message and what my sound is. Lately, I've been trying to stick to the persona and what it is that I'm trying to represent through Internet Sophie, just on a practical level. And that's writing songs about the internet. You know, we spend hours and hours a day on this thing, and I feel like nobody has tapped into what it is really like online from a musical perspective. So I wanted to tap into that, and that's what I write about. But deeper than that, I wanted to find my sound, and that's kind of like what I'm working on right now, and what I had learned from being Saint Victoria.
It sounds like you have a well thought out plan there, and that's and if she by having a plan, you're not going to go for the banana in the tailpipe, as they say. I'll cut it short, Scotty. You got it.
I was just going to say, if you'd said it and I asked the question again, that was a good enough story that it needed to be said again, because you hit a lot of key points to having a plan and knowing exactly which direction you're going to be to streamline.
And it took a really long time. I mean, I'm telling you, it took a lot of evolutions, but one of my greatest idols in this industry is Lana Del Rey, and this girl has changed so many times. And just by watching her do it has been an inspiration, because it's let me know, like, you don't have to get it perfect the first time. It's not going to be the best thing you're ever going to write the first time around. This takes years. This takes love. This takes so much dedication and so much more commitment than what people would be willing to do for the fame, that I allowed myself to fuck up many times. Sorry, I don't know if we can curse on this thing, but like, I
No,
allowed myself
Of
to
course.
mess
What you
up.
mean?
we
No,
listen to
Skelly
rap
already
music.
dropped.
We
Skelly gonna
listen to
drop an
rap
F
music.
bomb in like the first 2 minutes of the show. You good?
But yeah, that, I mean, like, that's
My
kind of where
bad.
I'm at, and that's kind of why I thought it was so important to just try a lot of things out, and why I have it so together in my mind now. It took a long time. Like, whoever tells you that they just like came up with this persona is lying, dude. Like, this takes so much introspection, and you have to be so real with yourself. And like, the hardest thing for me was the decision making, deciding to stick to an aesthetic, deciding to really like go for a look and commit to it and be that and whatever, and be that sound and be that idea. It's taken a lot. And I don't know
I
why,
can
but
imagine.
maybe it comes from a place
No.
of ego, but that was really important for me to figure out.
Yeah, fuck what people say about the ego. You gotta go for it. And here's the thing, though, and this is the key. It's not just about making good music. Like you, I mean, you can. There's a lot of people that can make good music, but they can't do all the other stuff. And so there's so much more to this business than just making. Like there's how you present yourself. Because here's the number one thing: if people don't like you, they ain't gonna listen to your music. It's just how it is, right? Like people gotta like you, and you gotta be comfortable in who you are to present
Yeah.
the energy you need to attract people. Like, because if you don't have the energy, you're not gonna attract nobody. Plain and simple. And if you don't have the
Yep.
vision to see who you are and who to be and how to be that person consistently, music is just part of it. Like